another piano lesson, folks. My name is Warren McPherson. If you're new to the channel, today we're going to be talking about gospel blues, traditional gospel vibe. I'm going to give you some patterns that you can use when you got a vibe on a single chord, and show you also how to harmonize that minor pentatonic scale to give you that bluesy sound that you hear in the intro. So stay tuned. Welcome back, folks. If you're new to the channel, this is a channel where we talk about gospel piano and learning gospel piano by ear. So if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet and the notification bell, be sure to do so. Little stuff like that goes a long way in helping the channel. Now let's dive into it. We're working out of the key of F major today, right? But the scale that we're going to be using to embellish our gospel piano sound is the minor pentatonic scale. And the formula for the minor pentatonic scale is the 1, flat 3, 4, 5, flat 7, back to 1. I like to think of it as like an A flat 6-9 chord, right? So that's another way you can think about it. Whatever key you're in, go up to the minor third and build a 6-9 chord. So a major with the 6 with the 9. And those are the notes of the minor pentatonic scale. Now, what I like to do is to throw in the second degree of up above from the F. So then we have we're going to be harmonizing that scale to give you that bluesy sound. So then that turns into you've probably heard those movements in traditional gospel. So what we're doing is harmonizing the scale. Sounds cool, right? So let's give you the chords that I'm playing so you kind of have an idea of what's going on. Now that you know what the scale is, the chords that we're building around it, we're in the key of F, remember? So my first chord is an F minor in second inversion, right? So, because we're harmonizing the scale starting on this A flat, or the third of that F minor chord. Now we're going to move down. I'm at a G minor in first inversion. Then I'm back to my F minor in first inversion. Then C minor in second inversion. Then F minor again in root position. G minor in second inversion. Back to F minor in second inversion, G minor in first inversion, and then resolve to F major. Right? Now this is something you're going to have to practice so you get the patterns under your finger. Now as it relates to what fingering you want to use to play the triad, it doesn't matter. You can use whatever fingering comes in handy, right? I have certain default fingerings that I use based on my years of practicing blocked and broken chords exercises, right? But if you want to know the exact fingering I'm using, so I start off with my F minor in second inversion, and the fingering I'm using is 1, 2, 4. When I come down to my G minor in first inversion, I'm using 1, 2, 5. Now you can use the same fingering for when you get to that F minor in first inversion. Sometimes I may land on the 1, 2, 4 fingering, right? And when I come back to my root position, F, I'm using 1, 2, 4. So really and truly, I'm using two sets of fingering. Either I'm using 1, 2, 4, or I'm using 1, 2, 5. Those are the two sets of fingerings I'm going between back and forth. Now, I would recommend you kind of figure out which set of fingering works best for you. Go with the one that feels instantly natural and normal, because this is just a, a little improvised thing that we do between those turnaround chords, right? Or to give you that color in traditional gospel. The fingering you use is probably going to change based on the key you're in. So that's why you don't want to get too obsessed about what fingering to use. So those are the chords built around that F minor pentatonic scale with the add 2. So you see, one of the cool tricks of how we got how we get these traditional gospel bluesy sound is we're using a lot of minor chords, even though we're playing in major key, right? So when we got that little phrase going, you'll see me do stuff like this. So what I'm playing in my left hand is called a tritone, and it's really just an F7 chord, rootless voicings. If we look at an F7, that's an F7. And if you remove the root and the fifth, we're left with the third and the 7, which is just an interval of a tritone. So oftentimes you'll see piano players do this, but they say play a tritone in the left hand. They're talking about playing the third and the 7 of the chord. So I'm playing it inverted. So the 7th is at the bottom. And then, for those who are familiar with shout music and traditional gospel, we often do these tritone slides. And what is actually happening, we're moving from the 4, right? B flat 7, back to the 1, F7. But because we're doing it rootless, it just looks like we're moving the tritones chromatically. So we have so that's just one pattern you can play when you're vibing on that one chord. The bass man walking. If the bass man's walking like that, you can just groove. So what I'm doing in that right hand, I'm shifting from that 1 minor in second inversion, F minor, up to the B flat minor in first inversion. So and my left hand is doing all right? Right? So we're just doing a 5, 6, 1, and then back to the tritone slide. So this groove is something you want to practice slowly. And the backing track that you hear me playing to, it's available for download for free. And there's 3 versions of the backing track. We have a slow, a medium, and a fast. All 3 is available, the link in the description down below, right? So let's take it with the medium backing track so you can hear what it sounds like. 1, 2, so we go. So where we have those sort of 8 beats, 8 measure turnaround crash is where we had the and when you're doing these coming down, firm fingers. So you gotta be familiar with your triads in inversions, right? Now let's hear what it sounds like on the fast backing track. Here we go. So that's the basic sort of groove you can use on when you have to vibe on a single chord in traditional gospel. The idea is to have that right hand bouncing between minor chords. You can do it 1 and the 4. The other one you see me doing, I was just taking the upper portion of the 1/7 chord, right? Right? So it's a singing left hand. All I did is move the right hand down. Right? So you kind of be sharing that A with the thumb. And then you can move that right hand up. The phrase really starts with that left hand, right? Then right? And now there are a lot of other sort of in-between chromatic stuff that you can get into, but we're not going to get into it in this lesson. It's a short, concise lesson. I just wanted to show you how to harmonize that minor pentatonic scale, and it is something you can do across multiple keys, right? But practice it in the key that you see me doing it now in F, and then once you get comfortable, move it to your next favorite key and gradually move it through the different keys. The pattern's the same. You might have to tweak a fingering here or there, but that's about it. And then you got that groove going for when you're walking on that one chord, right? Now, as mentioned, the 3 versions of the backing track you hear, medium, fast, and slow, is available for download. So you can practice with this. I intentionally didn't put a bass line in it. So whatever key you're in, you can use the drum track to it. Link in the description below. And if you like this content, you want more of this stuff, be sure to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell so you can be notified when I post new tutorial. And if you want to take your playing beyond the scope of YouTube, I would highly recommend you to check out pianolessonwithwarren.com, my private membership program where I've helped thousands of students over the last almost 10 years. I've launched the website, Piano Lesson with Warren, in 2017, and I've been helping folks since then. But I've been on YouTube teaching piano tutorials since 2014. So, very seasoned, very knowledgeable, pretty confident that I can help you to achieve your musical goals in learning gospel piano by ear. So check out pianolessonwithwarren.com. Until then, have a blessed week. Remember, keep listening, keep singing, keep practicing, because that's how you'll continue to grow as a musician. Take care.